Okay, so this is a video on how to connect a NuTone intercom system to power without installing it in the wall for testing purposes. So the items you'll need for this video is a 16-volt power transformer. So this is what a 16-volt transformer looks like. So you're gonna need this, and you're gonna need a screwdriver. And that's literally all you need. Some models are different. This is the model IM2003. This is one of the easiest intercoms to hook up. So that's why I decided to use this one for this video. Okay, so moving on to the back of the system. This right here is the AM/FM board. This is the terminal board to hook up the intercom speakers. Your speaker right here, and this is your main board. This board has the power supply, intercom controls, and all that stuff. So what we're going to be focusing on back here to hook it up to power is these two wires right here. These are the power wires. As you can see, they're coming off the power supply board. So you're going to connect the white and the red wire to the screw terminals that's on the transformer. So that's what it should look like when it's connected. Okay, so now for this part, you have to be extremely careful because this is 120 volts right here. So one wrong move, you know, this could hurt. So what you need to do is at the back of the transformer, you'd see two wires, a white and a black. The white wire is your neutral, the black is your hot. So they come down like that. You're gonna need a cord. So what I mean by a cord is something like this, where you can plug it in, plug one side in, and connect the other side, connect the wires to the transformer. Okay, so now we notice that the transformer has a white and a black wire, but this plug, or the wires coming from the plug, has two black wires. So how do we know which one's the hot and the neutral? Well, there's some clues. With this wire, the hot wire is the one with the writing on it. Not sure if you can see that on camera, but this one right here has writing on it. That normally means that that's the hot, while this one, the neutral, has some grooves. And another great way to tell, so if you look closely on the prongs on the end of the plug, you can see that one pin is shorter and smaller and one pin is bigger. The bigger one is the neutral and the shorter one is the hot. Okay, so this is what it should look like when it's connected to the wires. So now I have the wires coming from the transformer down to the plug, and it should look like this. Just to be safe, make sure you put wire caps or wire nuts on top of the exposed parts of the wire, because like I said, if you accidentally touch the raw copper, you could probably die with how much electricity and voltage this is. So just for extra safety, just cap off the exposed parts. Okay, so I have the intercom right here. There's the transformer that's hooked up, and there's the plug. Now all we gotta do is just plug it in. All right, and turn it on. And that's how you hook it up for testing purposes. So you know that on this model, the radio works. And we could change the station. I don't have an antenna hooked up to it, so I'm not gonna really get the best signal, but yeah. Okay, so let's say you wanna test the remote stations. So I'm gonna show you how to connect a remote station to this. Okay, so if you look on the terminal board, you see that you have 3 screws, and you have that right there. Okay, so if you look on the terminal board, you can see that you have 3 screws and this right here. The one we're not gonna need is this. You don't need this unless you're testing for the door. I don't have any door speakers, front door speakers, so we don't need this. We only need this, and this right here. So if you look right here, you can see what it says: blue copper all speakers. You're gonna connect the wire right there, put it underneath the screw, and screw it down. So for this video, I'm going to be using this remote station right here. This belongs to the IM3003, and this is the IM2003. But it could still work. It's just that the end call button isn't gonna have any effect, but it could still work though. So on the back of the remote station, you're gonna connect the wire to the blue copper terminal. You're gonna put the wire underneath the screw, and you're gonna screw it down. Okay, so you're gonna get another wire, and you're gonna connect it to the terminal that says red stripe / silver inside speakers. Same thing. Get the wire, put it underneath the screw, and tighten it down. And on the back of the remote station, you're gonna connect it to the terminal that says red stripe silver. Okay, so now we're done with the screws. Now you have to connect the last wire to this one, which is the center wire. So how this works is you're gonna get your wire, and you see the little hole right there. So you're gonna get the wire, and you're just gonna push it in the hole like that, and then tighten this down, and it should look like that. And connect the last wire to the gray center screw. Okay, so that's it. It's all hooked up. There's 2 more screws on the bottom. Don't worry about those. Those are for a telephone system. But we don't have all of that. So now I'm gonna turn the radio on. Test the remote station. So we can see that it's playing through the remote station. We can test the intercom. I'm trying to talk on it. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1. Testing 2. Testing 3. The intercom works. And like I said, the end call button isn't gonna have any effects because this is supposed to go at the IM3003. But that's that. So that's how you hook this whole thing up for testing. Hope you enjoyed the video.